We're here live at IDEA 2023 in LA. I'm with Nikolai from Pro Kettlebells. Listen, yeah, exactly. That's an inside joke right there. What I love is that I've seen a tool that's been around for a while, but with a different design.
Sir.
You got to tell me about what you got going on here, Nikolai.
Well,
tell us.
I love kettlebells, probably more than anybody else alive, but owning a kettlebell gym only, I know the disadvantage of a kettlebell, and it's that a lot of people don't find them very comfortable right off the bat. And you know, old kettlebell designs cause a lot of bruising on the back of the forearms, and people don't get all the benefits of using kettlebells because they don't get past that initial learning phase.
Yeah.
So what we did is we redesigned the outside of the kettlebell, the outer geometry. This is a patented design, it's made in the United States.
Okay.
And it took over 30 prototypes. We had 4 different CAD designers.
Wow.
We're on our 4th foundry. But this design spreads the weight out. It's more intrinsic, it's ergonomic, it feels great, it's more comfortable, it's safer, and it's versatile. You can hold it from the bottom, the horns, the handle, everything.
Wow.
And so we took the kettlebell.
Can you show me that again? You can actually hold it. So this is an open frame.
Yeah, the weights stay the same geometry regardless of the weight. So you can hold the bottom ring like an additional handle.
Very cool.
Yeah.
How heavy can you get them with this design without being able to have the center mass?
32 kilos, which is 70 pounds.
That's enough for most of us, man.
For most of us, yeah. Especially the way you lift them.
Absolutely.
You know, I believe in a little bit higher volume training. So 70 pounds times 10 rep, that's 700 pounds right there.
Absolutely. And when did you start with kettlebells in your own life? Because I can feel your passion for it.
Yeah.
By the way, passion is probably one of the most important things when we talk about creating a future in fitness. Where did it start for you?
I started with my mentor, Bull Stewart, over there in Columbia City, Seattle, Washington.
Okay.
Bull Stewart, wonderful power lifter, world champion, drug-free all his life.
Yeah.
He got me started in powerlifting, and I was doing powerlifting. Of course, I'm more built like a dancer.
Yeah.
And I just dealt with a lot of injuries, and I injured my back. And another trainer, Dick Schuler, had been in the industry a long time, he said, Nikolai, you should try kettlebells. It's going to strengthen you from the inside out. It's going to strengthen up your lightweight joints.
Yeah.
And I started using a very lightweight, and it did that. It started thickening up my joints. My forearms got bigger. My elbows became stronger. My back problems went away. My knee problems went away. And then all of a sudden, these other things started happening. Like, I could run for long distances, and I would not been a runner before. But my cardiovascular endurance increased, and I was just feeling better.
Yeah,
and
you tasted the goodness of it.
Yeah, and I was a personal trainer. I started using them with my clients. I found that I could use them with very young athletic clients, all the way up to clients in their 90s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
scalability.
Scalability. It's like, I met a lady earlier today who does adaptive kettlebell training with people in wheelchairs. Someone in a wheelchair. Imagine if you were in a wheelchair and you need to pick something up on the side. Well, what can you mimic that with? A kettlebell.
Yeah,
right?
and to be able to grab it like
that
makes it actually doable.
It does.
What I hear in part of your story is I hear there was pain, and you started to find a solution, which I think is so powerful for fitness and wellness. When a human being has a pain and a problem starts to get solved, man, that's when fitness becomes special for people. I also hear mentors, having mentors in your life that believed in you, spoken to you, poured into you so you could carry on what they started and part of the story of fitness. I've got 2 more quick questions for you, and I'm going to let you go today. First one would be, from a principle standpoint, what is so important? What is so powerful about a kettlebell? What does it do for a human being, for a human body? What do you find most valuable about it at its core?
I was just talking about this at dinner the other night with a person who's a runner, and it really integrates all your bodily movements together. So rather than just training isometrically your bicep or your hamstrings or your quads, it integrates all the movement together so that everything moves fluidly and you don't have to think about it. So it really trains your nervous system, and you begin moving more like an animal.
That's right.
You know,
that's right.
You're not overthinking it anymore. And you'll notice that your reflexes, all of a sudden, like a couple fall, boom.
That's
you're like
super cool.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's so fun, so empowering.
Yeah.
So, and the other thing I personally love about them is there's this element to creating. You have to get strong. and then you create force, and then you get loose again.
Yeah.
And you flow, and it's fluid, and it's dynamic, and then it's strong, and it's dynamic, and such a beautiful tool. Last question.
Sure.
Okay? After all you've learned, where you're at now, all of your experiences, something that you would share with yourself when you were just coming into the fitness profession, just coming into your coaching career, what would you say back to yourself back then?
One piece of advice that another mentor of mine gave to me is that, Nikolai, you got to stop asking or looking to other people for all of the solutions, because the solution's right there inside of you. You're the expert in your industry. You need to really trust yourself and figure those answers out for yourself. Because when you figure it out for yourself, you truly understand it, you know it, and you can teach it to other people.
And how, you've led me into one more question if you've got a minute. How did you do that for yourself? How were you able to look inside, find something, and then actually pursue it in a way that allows you to do with excellence what you're doing now? Was it following your pain and finding solutions to your pain? Was it following a passion that you also discovered and following that passion? What was it for you?
Belief in the process, the support of my wife, just always constantly bouncing ideas back and forth, and then just helping people over and over and over again. And we're much better now than we were 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But you got to be bad at something before you get good at it.
Yeah, I love that.
You know what? And we helped every person a little bit along the way, but now we're really good at helping people. And so you just have to do it. You can't wait around for someone's permission to do it. You got to just get out there and start doing it.
Yeah.
You can think about it and write it down, but the action needs to follow the mental process.
Okay. Well, that's the last thing I heard in that was it was consistency. To be good at your craft takes time. There's no shortcuts. And in a world right now where we're looking for hacks and shortcuts, those are helpful, but they just will not ultimately build a great craftsman or woman, and they ultimately don't build great tools, resources, or programs. There's no shortcut to it.
There's better ways to do it, but there's definitely, you have to put in the work.
Okay.
Without the work, nothing happens.
Nikolai, thank you.
Are.
Thank you, Nikolai.
Yeah, thank you.
So grateful for you.
David, thanks, Jack.